What's up, my people? What's up, my people? Just hollering at y'all for a minute, man. I'm gonna answer some question. Well, answer a question that everybody seems like this is so hard to figure out, and it may be different opinions on this, and it's just my opinion, and you can have your opinion if you want to comment on it. Feel free to do so. But we gonna talk about this cheating shit. Everybody have this question of why men cheat or why women cheat, so forth and so on. I'm gonna give you the reason why, and it's not really the reason you think is why, and it's just coming from a man perspective. Like I said, if you got your opinion, you feel free comment on it. This is my opinion, and I feel strongly about this. The reason why you have that cheating because you have to feed that hunger. You see what I'm saying? You have that hunger inside of you, what is called a spirit. And you have these entities that's attached to your spirit. And whatever you accept into your soul, or you open that door, that same entity is going to come in and consume you. It's a entity for everything in life. You have demonic entities for everything that's dark, and you have heavenly entities for everything that's of light. Once you cross that threshold, you open up that door to that entity, meaning that once you have sex for the first time and you are no longer a virgin, you open up that door for that particular entity to enter, to have you to always want that same feeling, even if you're married, if you're in a relationship, or if you're single. And this feeling of this hunger for sex, or whichever it may be, comes physically, and it also comes mentally. Because we all know the first step of cheating is actually picking out the person you want to cheat with, meaning that it's by eyesight. So that's the first step. Once you go from the first step of eyesight of seeing that person that attracts you or that person that you may want to sleep with, it's just a matter of time in the right situation before that happens. But you have other things that's involved with that would actually aid that to actually going on. You got alcohol, you got different type of drugs, marijuana, you got anything that can alter your thinking of making the right decisions. You see what I'm saying? Because we always have hindsight after the thrill is over. After the 30 minutes, after the 1 hour, after the 24 hours of spending with that other person, when you know you're in a relationship, you regret it to a certain extent. Because now you feel dirty, or you feel like, I think I made the wrong decision. You see what I'm saying? And this actually comes back to haunt you. But when you actually invite that demonic entity of lust or that Jezebel spirit upon you, you never feed the hunger. You always chasing the chase. That's why a lot of relationships don't work. That's why a lot of marriages don't work. It's not all the time that it's not working because you really have an issue with that person. A lot of the times it don't work is because you have that spirit that you're fighting. One part of you want to go and have fun that makes you feel good, and the other part is telling you no, don't do it, to stay put and be honorable and be loyal. So when those two clash, you having a fight within yourself. You see what I'm saying? And that starts to agitate you. That's what gets you stressed out and agitated or whichever, because within yourself you have turmoil. The good is fighting the evil. You see what I'm saying? The light is telling you to do one thing, And the darkness is telling you to do something else. But the darkness always need an aid to almost validate why you should be doing that. That's when it comes about of, well, I cheated because, or I did this because. See, you got to have that validation for yourself to say that this wasn't all my fault. But truly in reality, you're really doing what you really already wanted to do the whole time. You didn't just leave the house and go cheat with, because it's thousands of men, it's thousands of women. You had to have somebody already in mind. So you either had to already been talking to this person, already knew this person, and you were just waiting for the right opportunity. You see what I'm saying? So once that opportunity presents itself, you have to figure out what is the best way to do this without me feeling a certain type of way about doing it. And that's when the blame game comes. You don't show me no attention. You don't do nothing with me. I'm not happy. You work too much. You're always gone. There's no excitement. You see what I'm saying? But it's amazing after you have this lustful escapade, how that now you're satisfied with what you have. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people that cheat, if you get caught, you always want to go back to the person that caught you, because now you realize that since the thrill is gone, now I had something good on the other end. So the devil tricked you. Then he sit back and laugh at you. You see what I'm saying? You have to be mindful. A person, you can never change a person. And a person will never change. But you can do your best to alter what it is that you have a problem with. And you can suppress that. But you have to want to do it. You see what I'm saying? It all starts with you. So cheating is really something that's done because it's something that you want to do or you've been wanting to do with whomever it may be with. Once you have satisfied that hunger for that period of time, then that is no longer an excitement to you. Now you no longer want to do it with that person. You don't want to be around that person. You don't want to, you want to have that at bay, at will. When I need you again, I'll call you. But for right now, this is just what it was. Then you chase that hunger. That's why you leave it on the back burner. That's why you have these so-called friends that we just cool or whichever. And all that is really just hold up right there. Be on standby. Just in case I need you. You see what I'm saying? And even when fighting temptation, the devil always going to put you in a situation to where you may try to fall for it. That's why you got to keep yourself away from those type of things. You see what I'm saying? So cheating is really a habit or a pattern that's created by a person that's really being who they truly are inside. Because some people can actually try to compensate love with lust. You see what I'm saying? If you are the type of person that maybe was molested as a child or whichever, or if you was the type of person that feel like you incorporate sex with love. You see what I'm saying? If you incorporate that sex with love, then anybody that comes across that wants to have sex, you feel some type of love from them. That 90-day shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to Steve Harvey with that shit. 90 days and you wait to see if that person, that don't work. Because it's all about the maturity of the person. It's all about the mindset. Because you can be a whore on day 1, or you can be a whore on day 91. It doesn't matter. It's all about your decision making and the mate that you choose if y'all are on the same level. if y'all want the same things. But cheating has always been there. You don't just wake up and cheat. You have to have something in you that leads you to do so. Not everybody cheat, not every woman cheat, not every man cheat. You see what I'm saying? And if you have that retaliation type, vindictive type spirit about you, then it's always going to keep you in a situation that's going to it's going to suppress you and hold you down. Because now you're trying to do the things to a person that they do to you. And that's not really you. That's not your character. See, they can do it to you and don't care because that's who they are. But if you do it, you're putting yourself out there, and then you're going to feel just as worse as you felt when it was done to you. So now you're losing both ways. You got to keep it real with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself and who you are. If you're the type of person that never want to be in a relationship or never be married, and that you just want to date and you want to sleep around, then that's fine. You do that. But you be honest about who you are. Because what I've seen a lot of the times, when you date a certain person, and then, all right, I'm going to speak from a male's perspective. Once again, females or whoever, if you got a different opinion, feel free to comment. But speaking from a male's perspective, there's a lot of females when you go on a date that want to do such and such type things. But I need to give you, if you feeling me enough and you feel like you want to actually be with that person and have something, your job is to give me the premonition that you are an angel. You see what I'm saying? Because no matter what, how bad you want to have sex on the first night, how bad you want to do this and do that, you have an image to try to uphold because the first impression is everything. You see what I'm saying? And as long as you can get me to think one thing when you truly are something else, that's the whole agenda. You're not being real with yourself and who you are. But once again, you can't change a person. And a person that don't want to change will never change. You are who you are. That's why we find ourselves a lot of times just settling for whatever. Because in your mind, you feel like all men are dog or all women are whores or whichever. So you feel in your mind, I'm just going to settle for the best of the worst, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? It's all about decision making. It's all about your choices and what you choose to do. No one can make you do anything that you don't want to do. So stop finding excuses to validate you being truly who you are. That's just simple as that. No one can make you be somebody. No one can turn you into a bad person. Nobody can make you a bitter person. Now, you can have bad experiences that will keep you on your toes or have you reacting a little slower to certain things in a new relationship or whichever because of your previous experience with other people. But what is it that if you've been cheated on, the next person that you get with, you're going to cheat on them? Or you feel like, I got to play get back with the person that cheated on me. We going to stay together, but I got something to tell you. Remember when you slept with such and such, such and such? Okay, I did such and such, such and such. So now we even. And now you got a toxic relationship because nobody trusts nobody. Now you can't even go to the grocery store, neither party, without the next person saying how long you been. You know what I'm saying? Where you going at? You're lying to me. Now you got a toxic relationship. So that relationship really never work out. Because now you just waiting for that one thing for you to say I'm out. You waiting for that one thing to come about where you can say I'm gone because you want to leave on the premises of I caught you. So now that we're apart, that makes me feel better that we're apart because I know it wasn't me. I caught you. Even though you was doing something bad, you caught the other party first. So since I caught you first, before you find out what I've done, I'm going to go ahead on and leave. So now when you come at me, once you find out what I've done, it really don't matter because now I don't want to hit it because I caught you first. So whatever you telling me, it don't matter. I'm gone. I'm out. It's all about mindset. So to answer that question, why men cheat or why women cheat, they do it because they want to. They do it because they've been feeling that hunger to feed it. You see what I'm saying? Because you would have a hunger of lust of the Jezebel spirit from that demonic entity by having sex with another man or masturbating. Either way, you still trying to satisfy that hunger. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that you'll never satisfy. So you always going to chase it. That's why I say a person will always be who they are. You cannot change a person. You can influence them to be a better person, but you cannot change them. I'm gone.